Oh, listen, I know spending all my money on a giant monitor can be concerning, but it's not sentient at all, and I can still get you a Christmas gift. Computer, giving me the silent treatment isn't gonna work. Fine, be like that. You're gonna love what I'm gonna get you anyway. I know it's close to Christmas, but you don't understand. I need the extra money. I have to get my best friend a gift. The monitor doesn't even matter. How do you even know that it... Never mind. Look, if you're not gonna help me, then goodbye. Well, I mean, if that's the only thing you have.
Generic segue to title of similar game.
This game got people rustling their jimmies. Leave it to an indie game to become one of the most fun experiences to be seen within gaming, and I'm not saying that lightly. Among Us had a similar effect, but when that game blew up, it was due to the circumstances that was the pandemic. Now that everything has gone back to normal, more or less, there's not that much of a desire to go back to this game. That doesn't mean it's not still fun, it just means the environment around us doesn't want to make us communicate and argue our heads off.
Down through shield, everything is done in shield, and I was coming up, and I saw her bit. I can go ahead and get her out.
Enter Lethal Company. Think of him as the boyfriend your cousin brings to Christmas dinner, but instead of being suspicious, he's just so charming. The game has style, quirky mechanics, and overall just a good sense of fun. God damn it! I see this game as an opposite to Among Us, because in that game you are pitted against your friends, whereas in this game you are all working towards the same goal. As much as we like to yell and berate our friends, there's also such a great feeling a good co-op experience could have. I remember having more fonder memories within gaming when I was playing games with other people. Sure, something like Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Can be good competition, but flipping the table because someone stole my star in Mario Party just ruins all the fun. Grandma, I didn't mean to break your leg. Stop calling me for health insurance. It gets tense going against others. There's a frustration in not winning, and sometimes you gotta hold back as to not offend your friends. Refer to the table flipping. It is fun when all that junk doesn't get in the way. However, it's always when will it, rather than if it will. The thing is, Among Us was so successful because the whole point of the game was to manipulate other people. You needed to blend in as the imposter, so that meant making people angry or feel betrayed. And ever since then, my relationship with people have become so fragile, it's to the point where a computer monitor is my only friend. Now, what if when playing the game, instead of accusing each other of heinous crimes, you're more so working together to meet the same objective, all while being put under the same amount of stress?
Are you going in there or what?
Look, I know I'm new here, but this shit ain't easy.
I'll say, but hey, high risk, high reward, am I right?
Nobody told me about a risk. It's just creepy. Playing this game alone really sells that horror factor. The ambience around you of various creatures roaming around, generators outside the building doing God knows what, and a warehouse that can accompany only the darkest of creatures. The game isn't one to go easy on you. No amount of rising the sliders means you get to see better, no. Rooms are dark, pitch black, unless you have the right equipment, and anything from a head-sucking worm to an abomination to a creature that snaps your neck to even a machine gun on a tripod, it's all just out to get you. Because let's say you do defeat one of these creatures, there are probably several more out to get you, and engaging with any of these things means a chance of losing everything you collected. Ooh! I found a key! It makes things really tense. You need to look up and down all around these places for any little thing you can find. You have a quota to reach, and so you need to get these items back to the ship, not die and leave all in one piece, or else everything you collect is gone. And the more you do succeed, the higher the quota will get, which means there's more risk in trying to find everything that you gotta get. It's a gameplay loop that has a hard time getting old. There's just so much stuff to find within this game, and I feel like there's still some treasures out there that I have yet to come across. There's also a humor to it.
Could you not do that right now? I'm trying to work and all you're doing is distracting me.
I feel like random moments are always coming out of this game. The physics engine, the random shit you can buy, and all of it just either being really goofy or accidentally harmful.
Surprisingly, yeah.
The fact that your entire crew has access to the same money makes it so you can all buy just silly stuff. It's bound to happen. In a way, it takes your mind off the danger that surrounds you. Whoa! So when it does happen, it's fucking terrifying. I am always on my toes. At any moment, something bad could happen. But the quieter moments happen enough to make you lean into this false sense of trust. Like, come on, I don't need to worry.
Where's the other guy? Well, we need more to reach our quota.
Be my guest.
Be on the lookout for me.
So let's say you're really terrified. Like, you can't even go into the base because you drank over the lethal amount of caffeine and the sleep paralysis demon appears while you're wide awake. It doesn't mean that you're entirely useless. If anything, you're probably the MVP. The ship isn't just used for home base. You can enter commands that help you buy things, travel, and affect certain areas of the warehouse. It's really helpful and can make you feel less blind traveling through the base, but that doesn't mean you're safe. Sure, I can be told the whereabouts of a threat, but will I be told what that threat even is? No. It's just a red dot doing God knows what. The person in the ship isn't that safe either, as after 5 p.m., creatures roam outside the ship and can even come inside if they know you're there. The scary part is not being able to know the time while you're in the base. You'll be so worried about meeting a quota that you forgot that you have to carry everything back, and it becomes more dangerous than searching the base itself. It's a perfect balance, really. If you're quick, you get rewarded, but if you're greedy, things get more difficult. It's not impossible, but definitely more stressful. So no matter what role you play on your crew, you all have a similar level of danger, and that's something you tend to forget about up until you're face to face with it. Playing with friends really eases the environment, as having other people to bounce off of can soothe the anxiety of walking around these dark places. Without those friends, though, things get lonely. Hey man, watch your back, there's something down the hall.
Should be fine. There's just some stuff here that I want to grab real quick.
Dude, you gotta get out of there. This thing's not messing around.
I'm telling you, it's fine.
Listen, man!
No, you listen. You've been nothing but a lazy employee coming back with nothing, running around the place like you own it, but the minute something off happens, you become a little chicken shit. Like, I can handle whatever is here with me, because if we don't meet our quota...
Hello? Losing crewmates gives you that eerie feeling. You have a sole decision to make. Do you return it and not risk it, or do you go out in hopes of making one last salvage? It all depends really on what day you're on, because progressing through the quotas means progressing your character and even your ship. I haven't even begun seeing all the different things I could buy for my character, or for my ship even, but at the same time, starting from square one doesn't feel all that stale either. The map seed is randomized through each landing, meaning the interiors you're looking through are bound to be different from each day and each time. I think the game, whether intentional or not, has perfectly balanced everything to the point where death doesn't feel unfair, and restarting doesn't feel like a nightmare. You have to work to get the better equipment and all the silly stuff, and while it can be difficult, all around, it's just great fun. Of course, with every trendy game, that's how we always feel, but for some reason, this one feels a bit different. Who knows? Maybe a year from now we won't feel the same, or something will happen that will make the game unplayable. But in my eyes, if the game is getting updates and content that is added doesn't shake things up too much, I think it'll be as fine so long as the game continues to surprise us. Well, I guess that doesn't matter now anyway.
You haven't met the required quota, therefore your required skills and traits are no longer needed. Please leave behind any company property and may you somehow survive. Thank you so much for your service.
That's why I cannot, nor should I even try to get more money to get you a Christmas gift this year. I mean, I could die.
You're a terrible friend.
Yeah, I know.